Developers. So today we will learn about per app language preference. Basically Android introduces this API in Android 13. So with the help of this API we can like select language inside our app itself. So let's check how we can implement this. So I will going to implement this. So firstly we need to define one local config file in our XML folder inside the res. So I have already defined it, it's no big deal. So you can also copy paste from this resource. So I have defined it for English and Hindi. So we need to also declare this file in our manifest. And so using this API we need not need to store our language in shared preference. So we can use this service provided by this API. So this will help us to automatic store our language code. You can see this code here. So I have also copy pasted this thing. So now inside the Gradle I have not done anything, just enable the view binding. So inside activity we can now write our code. So basically we need to declare our string file. For that we go to value file, we can create new value resource file, and inside that value resource files we can name as a strings itself, and inside the local we can click on this arrow, then we can search for Hindi. So we can go to Hindi, select any region and OK. So it will create a string file. If you can see, we got a string file for our Hindi. Okay, so we now need to use this string in Hindi also. So I have already like used one string file. So I just copy paste. You can translate it from Google, not a big deal. So you can see now our string has the Hindi word also. So now we can just need to, I have created one small layout. If you can see, just a small text and a button. So we can change this language to Hindi when I click on button, and when I click on Hindi button it will change to English. So yeah, so now we can write the code for this. So first we need to fetch our current language, like what our current language is. So for that current language we can use if our, this is the API like AppCompatDelegate dot this get application local. If is not empty means we have set some local. So we can get this by AppCompatDelegate dot get application, and inside the array we can get the language. We if you want to get the word you can also get by display name, but currently I need code, so I have used this. Else we have, if we have not set the language, we can get the language using default language what's available in your system. So get default dot language. So through this we can get our what's our current language in there. So when I click on the button I will first check what's our current language. If our current language equal to English, then we need to set the language to Hindi when user tap on that button. So we can do by including like a local list. This is equal to local list compat dot for language, and we need to define the tag. So I want to change in Hindi, so we write Hindi here, hi, and then we can simply set our application local. So set application local, and we need to pass this local list. And else if like the language is in Hindi, so we need to change this thing to English. So that's all. Like you can see how simple now is to localize our app. Yeah, now we can run our app. So in Android 13 now, and it's also backward compatible. So you need to take care of like Android 12 or Android 11. Just the, you can see my app is running. If I click on change to Hindi, it will automatically change to Hindi. And if you go to this translation app info, sorry, this app info, so this is Android 13. So you can see there, here is a language tag also, so you can also select English from here itself. What's language you define in this language config file will display there. So if you click on, like, it's English because we have changed to English. If you change to Hindi and we kill the app and we again launch, so you can say Hindi is already there, so it's automatically saving our preference. So by this service we can saving the preference. So if you run this in Android 12 or 11 or below Android 13, so in the app info you will not able to see that language field, but from here you can change to English, Hindi or anything. So I hope you got the clarity on this concept. So you can refer this Android documentation for more information if you want to deep dive into it. But yeah, that's all for today. Thank you.